रानी की प्रिय भक्त समुदाय, महानुभाव, dearest devotees of the Supreme Lord. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone. And my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. Welcome this morning to Yugal Kunj, Canada. We begin this morning with the divine pad, divine composition, written by Jagat Guru Tam Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu from his most divine book, Prem Ras Madira. This part we are going to sing is from Sri Krishna Madhuri. It describes how beautiful Sri Krishna is. When we sing God's name, glories, etc., it's very important to meditate, not just chant or sing the name. Jagat Guru Tam Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, he pays most emphasis on Roop Dhyan. Roop Dhyan. Roop means form, Dhyan means meditate. Meditate on the form of God, Radharani Shri Krishna, on the form of the saint who is Radha Krishna personified, who is God personified. If we just chant the name, we just sing some bhajan, no matter how divine it's written or which saint writes it, we would not get the benefit unless we do Roop Dhyan. God has taken all his power and put in the name. But unless we feel that, unless we believe that, we're not going to benefit just by chanting like a parrot. Many people, they do chant name of God, they sing bhajan, kirtan, they do jap, but no benefit. Because this most important thing they've forgotten. That the mind alone, bhakti is done with the mind alone. The mind is the performer of the action. Man. So, even in the world, if we are calling someone, we think about that person. Before we take their name even. So here we are calling to Bhagwan, to God, we should think about him first. Meditate on the form. So this bhajan, this divine, which is called a pad, divine composition written by Jagat Guru Tam Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, is describing the beauty, trying to help us what Sri Krishna actually looks like. Even if the saint wants to tell us, he can't. Because everything about Sri Krishna is divine, divya. And every instrument we have in our possession, our senses, our mind, our intellect, it is all Maya, material, under Maya. Material senses, mind and intellect cannot understand or comprehend divine God. So he tries to help us, give us an idea. So here he says that the beauty of the blue complexion, page 48, the beauty, Yugal Kunj book 1, the beauty of Sri Krishna, his blue complexion, Neelamani. Neelamani means sapphire. So many different things are used to describe material things in the world to help us to understand what Sri Krishna looks like, to help us. Sri Krishna's color is nothing in the material world can use. Some places the saint will say, Ghanisham, like a young, dark, like a young rain-laden cloud. Some places like a blue lotus, some like the sky, different things they use. These are all material. Just for us to have an idea. So this blue sapphire complexion, this fire is blue. How beautiful that body of Sri Krishna is, his complexion, what he looks like, is impossible to be put in words. Anupamarup, indescribable. If one is able to see, one gopi is seeing. So one were to see that true beauty, if you deserve it and you can actually see, even by mistake, bhoole, one would put one hand to the chest, to the heart, and fall unconscious with bliss. Gir jayenge. Someone is looking at that most beautiful. How beautiful? We always hear the most beautiful person in the material world. Someone called Kamdev, the god of love. Most beautiful person in the material world. To describe how beautiful Sri Krishna is, the scriptures and the saints tell us he's more beautiful than the beauty of uncountable Kamdevs combined. Anant Kamdev kabhi सामना नहीं कर सकते श्री कृष्ण को. So someone is so beautiful looking, every part is, not forget the whole body, every part, prati angan chabi, chabi means beauty, is Anangani. So another name for Kamdev is Anangani. He was burnt to ashes by Shivji. So he had no form, so that's why he is called Anangani, one of his names. Even uncountable Kamdev beauty, every part cannot compare. That uncountable beauty of Kamdev cannot compare to every part of Sri Krishna. Because he is the very essence, nectar, and supreme limit, unlimited beauty, ras, bliss, nectar. Another special thing, Jinahin angani nainan nirakhat, Tinahin kaha kaha sarasa baruri. Something very special about Sri Krishna, if someone can see, deserving enough to see, he looks at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, or she looks, oh, so beautiful. Then looks at the hand, oh, hand is more beautiful. Then look at the face, oh no, face more beautiful. Then look at the chest, oh no, chest is more beautiful. Then look at the lotus feet again, oh no, now lotus feet is more beautiful. Every part that the devotee looks, who's deserving, the beauty keeps increasing more and more and keeps thinking, oh, this part is more and more beautiful. Guna rahitam, kamana rahitam, pratikshan vardhamanam. It keeps increasing every moment. Nakashik lakhi sakhi akhi anahute, pala pala talafati dekhan kori. This gopi is saying that she saw this beautiful form of Sri Krishna. But wo tript nahi hua. She is not satisfied. The eyes is not satisfied. Again and again the eyes want to see more. No matter how much she looks at Sri Krishna, the eye get more and more greedy. And more she wants to see. Not from head to toe she's looking, but can't be satisfied. It keeps increasing the desire. Kaha kripalu gagar mahasagar avana yatana karo stand. So we should try to meditate also. We can look at the beautiful murti of Bhagavan Shri Krishna or picture or something that you have formed in your own mind, but meditate, most important.
Oh
बोले नीलमणि भगवान की। अब सावधान हो जाइए. Just try to be very attentive. Now listen carefully. Before I sang this beautiful bhajan, this beautiful divine composition, read it, written by Jagat Gurutam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, I mentioned the importance of Rupa Dhyan and having the feeling that God is in the name. As I mentioned, everywhere we see people who are spiritual, seeming to be spiritual, chanting God's name, chanting some kirtan, bhajan, some naam sankirtan, etc. Yet, hardly anyone is benefited. And one of the main reasons is that we don't have the faith, the belief that God is sitting in the name. वो नाम में बैठे हैं, ये विश्वास नहीं. Gaurang Mahaprabhu in his Shikshastak, he says, Naam naam kari bahudha nij sarva shaktis tartar pita niyamita smarane nakala eta dishi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi durdaiva vidishamiha janina nuraga. Shikshastak, Gaurang Mahaprabhu. Gaurang Mahaprabhu is saying, Hey Shri Krishna, O Lord, you have so many names. Naam naam kari bahudha, uncountable names. And you are so merciful, you have taken all your power and put in the name. Nij sarva shakti. Bhar diya naam mein. You are sitting in the name. Naam mein baithe hai. In order to attain God, we have to meditate on His form. But no one has seen His form. And if we've seen, we have not benefited. During this time of dissension, we were all there. Sab the us samay. Whenever he came in the world as Ram, as Shri Krishna, etc., uncountable time is descended. We, Jivatma, the individual soul, were there. But जाकी रही भावना जैसी प्रभु मूर्ति देखी तीन तैसी. How we are on the inside, how we were on the inside at that time, same way we saw. It got reflected on God, on the saint, like a mirror. We, the material souls, we are under Maya. Tribhir gunamaya bhave rebhi sarvamidam jagat mohitam nabhijanati mamebhya paramavyayam. Chapter 7, verse 13, 1-3, Gita. Shri Krishna says, the world, everyone in the world being under the control of the three modes of Maya, Sattva Gun, Rajogun, Tamogun, being deluded by that three modes of Maya, cannot know God, who is beyond the three modes of Maya. We saw. They come, look. If we are of a tamasic nature, we are all controlled by three modes of Maya. Sattva Gun, Rajogun, Tamogun. These are three qualities of Maya. As long as we are under Maya, जब तक माया के अधीन में, and one is predominating, बलवान है, and whichever quality is predominating will determine our nature, how we feel, how we think. If we have a tamasic nature, our mind is extremely dirty, extremely bad, extremely materialistic, and we see God or a saint, very bad man. बहुत बुरा आदमी. Because I am very bad. It gets reflected. If you have a rajasic nature, we love position, we love money, post, and we meet or see a divine entity, God or a saint. Very greedy man. Yeah, I know he loves money. And if we have a sattvic nature, we have noble thoughts, good thoughts in our mind. Our character is good. We are governed by the sattvic quality. And we meet God or a saint. Acha admi, acha. Good man. Better than me, but good, that's all. And God and saint are beyond the three modes of Maya. No one benefits. No one benefits when God descends in the world. And to the extent that Tulsidas Ji Maharaj says in the Ramayana, Ek Nari Tar. When the Lord descended as Sri Ram in the age of Treta Yuga, he stayed 11,000 years. In that time, only one person benefited. Ahilya, Ek Nari. Everyone else who saw and benefited, they were sent. Nobody benefits. Because there's a doubt also as far as Ahilya is concerned. Whether she attained God realization, nobody knows, because all the Ramayana says she went where her husband was. Jaha Patidev the, wahan gaye. If husband was with Bhagwan, then fine. But if he was in heaven or something, then. So no one benefits from seeing. Then God thought, how are my children going to come to me? So this is one of his greatest kripa, grace. He put all his power in the name. Uncountable souls have attained God not by seeing him, by taking his name. With the faith, the Vishwas, that God and the name are one. नाम और नामी में भेद नहीं है. So you are so merciful that you are sitting in the name, you are the name itself, plus you have made no rules. ऐसे कोई नियम बनाए नहीं वो नाम लेने के लिए. You didn't make any rules for taking the name. Which direction should I face? East, west, north, south. Where should I sit? In the mandir, in the toilet, in the smashan ghat, in the burial ground. Wherever, dirtiest place, baitho, naam lo, take the name. Darumat. Did I take a bath? If you do some puja or something, you have to bathe, wear certain type of clothes, certain kind of clothes you can't wear. You have to fast, all kinds of rules. For taking the name of Bhagwan, no rules. Face whatever direction, sit wherever you want, in the toilet, in the dirtiest place. Wear whatever clothes, didn't bathe for a whole month, no problem. There's no rules. Etadishi tava kripa bhagavan mamati. My Lord, your mercies, your grace are to the highest extent, the highest. Antim sima. Lekin, but Durdaiva mi dishamiha janina duraga. My Durdaiva, my misfortune is also to the highest, the extreme, in that I do not have love, attachment for taking the name. Yeah, problem. This is a problem. And why that happens? Because we don't have the faith that God and the name is one. Oh, faith nahi, vishwas nahi. Many people, their gurus tell them, just chant this path, read this amount of this book, sing this many God name. People do jap on the rosary, on mala. Yet, there's no benefit, they're not progressing, uplifted. Instead of becoming detached from the world, instead of getting closer to Bhagwan, they are becoming more attached to the world. All because they have been told. But the faith, the belief is not there. Nobody is telling you have to have the faith that God is in the name. अगर वो faith है, विश्वास है, एक नाम लेंगे. If you have the faith, that belief that God and the name is one, you take one name of Bhagwan, you will see Bhagwan. एक राधे, बस, हो गया. And here we are chanting so much. Uncountable lifetime we must have taken God's name, uncountable time. And one saint is saying, Ek ghadi adho ghadi, adho puni mein adh. That if you take God's name once even, you will see God, attain God. And we are taking so much name and nothing is happening. So is the saint lying to us? Are the saints lying? Just telling us something fanciful that we would deceive us? No. Saint does not lie. They only want what is for our benefit. Whatever saint is doing is only for the benefit of the world. A true guru, a true saint. We people in the world, whatever we do, whatever action we perform, because we want something. We are looking for something. Our own happiness. Apna sukh. Swa-arth. Swarth. Sarva swartham samihate. The scripture says, everyone in the world under Maya is selfish. Everyone. We don't like to hear that. It doesn't sound nice. I'm not selfish. Ooh. So are you a saint? No, I'm no saint. Then you're selfish. Swarthi hai. It's not a bad thing to want our own happiness. It's our nature. It's स्वभाव है. To want our own happiness, nothing is wrong. We can't help it. Being a fraction of happiness, a part of happiness, it's our nature to look and want happiness every moment, to look for it. In every action, everything we do, only for wanting our own happiness. Why? First to begin, it's a natural law that every part, every fraction has a natural love for the whole and wants to become one with it. All rivers naturally flow to the ocean, being a fraction of the ocean. If you look at the flame of a fire, no matter where you have the fire, the flame goes upwards, being a fraction of the sun. In the same way, we, the individual soul, Jivatma, over and over we hear this, we read this, we don't accept it. We're not the body. I'm not Nepalese, Guyanese, Trini, American, Indian, a Canadian, no. This title of body. If I'm body, then I am that. What am I? I am soul, Atma, Jeev, Jivatma, many things. And soul is a part, a fraction, eternal fraction of Sri Krishna. Manaivansho Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Chapter 15, verse 7, Gita. Sri Krishna says the Jivatma, the individual souls, are eternal, Sanatan. Sanatan means beginningless. That which has no beginning and cannot have any end is called Sanatan. उसी को सनातन कहते हैं, जिसका आदि नहीं और अंत भी नहीं. And Shri Krishna is saying, the individual soul, we people, we are eternal fractions of Him. It means we naturally love and want only Shri Krishna. Loke nahi sa vidyet yona ramamanubrataha. Valmiki Ramayana. The great Valmiki ji says in the Valmiki Ramayana, it is impossible to find an individual soul that does not truly love and want God. It doesn't sound correct. There are so many people who they love God, they want to know about God, and there are so many people who don't want to hear about God. They're atheists. They don't believe in God. And yet, Valmiki ji is making such a statement. Yeah. If we understand who is God, what is God. Some other time we'll go in detail. You can also read Premna Siddhant. You can listen to philosophy from Jagat Guru Tam Kripalu Mahaprabhu. Just to understand briefly this morning, that whether we say happiness, sukh, bliss, or we say Shri Krishna, there are two names for one and the same entity. The Vedas say, Raso Vaisaha Rasagvam Hevayam Labdhva Nandi Bhavati. Taittiriya Upanishad, chapter 2, verse 7. The Vedas are saying that Shri Krishna is Ras, He is bliss, He is happiness. Whether we say happiness or we say Shri Krishna, is the same thing. They are two names for one and the same entity. So because we are eternal fractions, part of Shri Krishna Himself is saying, it means we naturally love and want only Shri Krishna. And because Shri Krishna is happiness, that's why we all want only happiness. Our own happiness. This nature of ours to want happiness no one can destroy. Neither God, nor a saint, nor Rakshas, nor man, nor anyone. No one. But if we keep looking for it where it cannot be found, from uncountable lifetimes we have been looking, ढूंढ रहे थे, every moment. Yet we have not even found the tiniest drop, even once, even in dream. Because we are looking in the wrong place, in the material world. In material people and object where it cannot be found. Somehow, if someone were to come and is able to convince us, it's not easy. The decision has become so firm in our mind from uncountable lifetimes that I will find happiness in the world. A new house, a new car, handsome boy, beautiful girl. If I don't find today, I'll find tomorrow, but I will find it. To change a decision in our mind for the worldly soul is not only difficult, impossible. This is where the work of a guru, a true guru, a saint comes. Only he can do that for us. When we associate in the right way, if we are so fortunate to meet the true guru, a true saint, not someone who calls himself Sadguru. Anybody can call himself anything. People nowadays are calling themselves Acharya, Guru, Sadguru, many names, Swami. Name doesn't mean anything. There's a person whose name is Ram, and he's the biggest drunkard. There's one named Krishna, and he takes the most drugs. So name doesn't mean anything. Anybody can put any name. What if we are inside? If we are so fortunate not to meet a saint, it is not easy. Ab mohi bha bharosa hanumanta binu hari kripa milahi nahi santa. Vibhishan, Rakshas, brother of Ravan, is saying to Hanuman, "O Hanumanji, I have full faith. Only because the Lord Sri Ram showered his grace upon me, I am able to meet the saint, I am able to meet you, Hanuman. Otherwise, impossible." Only when God will shower his grace. If we are so fortunate and we meet a true guru, a true saint, or we accept, we may not meet, but we accept. Don't think I didn't meet, I can't benefit. अब क्या होगा, उनको मिला ही नहीं. ना, ऐसा मत सोचो. Especially when there's such a guru who is a divine descension. Whether he's a divine descension or he's attained God realization. Once one attains God, he becomes just like God. Tasmins tajane bheda bhavat nar bhakti sutra. Naradji says, there's no difference between God and one who has attained God, the true saint, the true guru. Hare Shri Krishna says, the prayer we said this morning, during the pratana, Acharyam vijaniyan navamanyet karhichit namartya buddhya suyet sarvadeva mayo guru. 11 Canto, 17th chapter, 27 verse. Srimad Bhagavad Mahapurana. Shri Krishna says, Udhav, the one who has attained me, the true guru, the true saint, Acharya. Not just a name, the true one who has attained me, O Mam Bijaniyan. Know him to be me, to be Sri Krishna himself, personified. Do not see him as a material person. Do not use your material mind and intellect to understand him. And know that all forms of God resides in him. When you meet a true saint, you meet Bhagavan. Sri Krishna is saying, Ved everywhere. So God comes in the world as Ram, Krishna, etc. Stays for some time and leaves, perform their pastime. No one thinks God has died, there's no more Bhagavan. No, he's sitting in our heart, he's looking, he's taking note every moment, and is rewarding and punishing us accordingly. Even the most illiterate person, when he's put under pressure by someone who has some power, etc., he says, Acha bhaiya, you're very powerful, you're taking advantage, but Bhagavan is knowing, he's looking, he'll fix you. He has a faith. So in the same way, when we are able, through the grace of a saint only, to accept him as Guru, he also comes and sits. Whether you meet him or not doesn't matter. Just as God is all-knowing, saint is also all-knowing. He will come and sit. You just accept him as Guru. He will come and sit. And he will do everything for you. So saint, everything we do is for our own happiness. A saint also comes in the world, they perform any action. He also eats, he also drink, he also go to toilet, he also sleep just like us. You can actually question a saint. Hey, why are you standing? Okay, I'm sitting. Why are you sitting? Okay, I'm lying down. Why are you lying down? You can question. The fact is, a saint does nothing. Why do we perform action? Because we are lacking, we want something, we want happiness. But one who has attained God, he's attained that supreme infinite happiness. Everything. So he's not supposed to do anything anymore. He's not doing anything. From that moment onward, whatever the saint does, Shri Krishna is doing. Jo kare so hari kare. And whatever he does is only for the benefit of us worldly souls, for the world. Lok kalyan ke liye hi kaaj karte. He. That's why we should never question the actions of a saint. For us, it may seem wrong. We don't understand anything. We question, we commit nam aprad, and then we lose everything. We take our very small intellect that knows nothing, and we try to understand a saint. We try to question his action. Why did he do this? There's no why. When it comes to actions of God and the saint, there's no why. No matter what a saint does, always have this faith 100% in your mind. It is for my benefit. I don't understand, that's all. Yeah, I'm on a Maya. How can I understand? If I were to understand, then I am saint also. I am also Mahapurush. So when we would come in the association of true saint, when we accept a true saint as Guru, then knowledge will come. Slowly. It will happen when you don't even know. Your attachment, what will happen? Your attachment for the material world, for material objects, material people, which we couldn't have gotten rid of even after uncountable lifetime, Slowly, slowly, if you start practicing what a saint has taught, you have to practice. Many of us, he's my guru, but I don't do anything what he tells me. I do what my mind says. No, manmani nahi karna. Agya palan. Follow his instruction. You will see the benefit. If we follow his instruction, you do manmani, then you will just, nothing will happen. You may go backwards because you commit nam aprad. So agya palan, follow an instruction of the saint. Our attachment for the world, the objects and everything will start decreasing by itself. And attachment for Radha Krishna, for God, will start increasing. Our love will start increasing. We have to practice. So, Guru is telling us, don't just take the name like a parrot. Tutu ki saman. Mat lo na. Oh, I chant so many naam, I do so many Hare Ram, so many Maha Mantra, I'm chanting Radhe Radhe, I'm singing so many bhajan. Okay, it's good. Something from nothing is better than nothing. But unless we do Roop Dhyan, unless that faith is there. So two things, practicing Roop Dhyan, meditating on the form of Radha Krishna, form of God, on Guru who is Radha Krishna personified, Roop Dhyan. Shedding tears, last night I spoke on how important we have that this is compulsory. Until and unless we don't shed tears for God, there's no bhakti. Most important, shedding tears. And the faith, yes, this is going to help. Doing Roop Dhyan, shedding tears, all is good. But chanting helps. If someone doesn't chant even and meditates, will get benefit. But the chanting of the name helps tremendously. Because God is sitting in the name. But we have to have that faith. Vishwas. It's not going to happen right away. Just sit down and I just start chanting and it's going to have the full faith. No. Samay lagega. It will take time. Uncountable lifetimes of this, everything spoiled. Sab bigar gaye. It's not going to fix in a few days, a few minutes. Maybe not even a few years. It will take time. Maybe lifetimes. But at least we're going to benefit. And you decide, it's too hard, it is not for me. Then what's going to keep rotating in 8.4 million forms of life? It is hard. Why? Because we have never practiced in any special way before. For some people, very rare. It is very easy. They just meet a saint, they just start chanting and tears start flowing like a river. There's no attachment in the world. It is very high. They have done lots of bhakti in the past. Bahut bhakti kiya. Kai janmon mein. In many, many lifetimes. But this is very rare. Prapya punya kritam lokanushitva shaswati samaha shuchinam shrimatam geho yoga bhrashto bhijayate. Chapter 6, verse 41, Gita. Shri Krishna says the person did not attain God realization. He practiced, worked very hard, following Guru's instruction, did Roop, Dhyan, Seva, everything, but did not attain God realization. Somewhere along the line, lacked in somehow. So has to come back in the world. The person is born in a very devotional home. He may be the home may be very rich, very wealthy parents, very wealthy home, very handsome, very beautiful, lots of wealth, everything. Yet is totally detached from the world, totally detached, nothing has effect on him. All this is naturally, I mentioned last night, Nahi ko as janma jag mahi, prabhu tapahi jahi madanahi. Tulsidas Maharaj says in the Ramayana, there never was, nor is, nor will there be such a person who have acquired something more in the world, a little bit more than others. Some post, some position, some wealth, some knowledge, some musical skill, some kind of skill, some beauty, and has not become arrogant. It brings arrogance. Yeah. So this is the rule. Ye niyam hai. But there's always an exception to the rule. There are cases of person having everything. Beautiful, most beautiful. All the wealth, everything, and yet totally attached to God. So this is a rare exception. Majority of us, we have not done anything in a special way. We're very careless, very lazy. We have met a saint, uncountable time, but we never accepted. We did what our mind said. Manmani kiya. So we have to make an effort. We have to work in the beginning especially. Khoob mehnat karo. The thing about the spiritual path, once we follow Guru's instruction, what a true Guru or saint tells us, and we make the effort, we work hard, especially in the beginning. The more effort we make, the harder we work, the more we'll benefit, and the easier it will get. It will get easier until it will become natural. It will take time. But don't get nirasha nahi hona. Don't get disappointed or feel, oh, it is not for me, it's too hard. Lage raho. Keep working. Keep doing what Guru says. You will get the benefit. You will see it. Not right away, it will take time. But it will happen. We are so fortunate to have met such a saint, or to have heard about him, to accept him as Guru, as our Guru. This by itself is a very big grace, kripa. But that alone is not going to do everything. We have to make some effort. We have to work. No Guru, no Bhagwan can do sadhana for anyone. Sadhana we have to do. Hame karna. Have faith. Don't let little things corrupt your mind. Be careful of kusam. Bad association. Keep the right company, try to keep your mind focused and Hari Guru all the time. Have faith in what Gurus have told us, and you will see how much you will benefit. There's much more. I'll tell you, we'll hear some other time. Bol Larali Lal ki, Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki. We'll do some chanting. Page 120. Shri Govinda Govinda Bol Radha Radhe Radhe Govinda Bol Shri
Govinda Govinda Bol Radhe Radhe Govinda
Oh Shri Govinda Govinda Bol Radhe Radhe Govinda Bol Shri
Govinda Govinda Bol Radhe Radhe Govinda
Radhe Naam Anmol Radhe Radhe Govinda
Radhe Naam Anmol Radhe Radhe Govinda
Radha Rani is sitting in the name. The name Radha is priceless. Even Shri Krishna chants Radhe Radhe all the time. Oh Radhe Naam Anmol Radhe Radhe Govinda
Radhe Naam Anmol Radhe Radhe Govinda
Shri Govinda Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda Shri
Govinda Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda
Radhe Dhyao Puri Radhe Dhyao Puri Radhe Go Radhe Radhe Govinda So don't take the name like a parrot. Meditate on Radha Rani first, on Sri Krishna. Then chant Radhe Radhe. Radhe Jao Puni Radhe Go. Radhe Radhe Govinda. Radhe Go. Oh Shri Govinda. Radhe Radhe Govinda Shri Manush Tan Anmol Radhe Radhe Govinda Only in this human body we can do bhakti. But this human body is very rare, difficult to attain. Realize the value. Manush Tan Anmol Radhe Radhe Govinda Shri Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda shedding tears of selfless love. Cry for Radharani, for Shri Krishna. Then take the name. Chandana Kari Hari Go, Radhe Radhe Govinda. Chandana Kari Hari Go, Radhe Radhe Govinda. Shri Govinda. Radhe Radhe Govinda. Bhagavan says, I want pure heart, pure mind. So we have to get rid of all the deceit, fraud, etc. By shedding tears, by realizing how faulty we are. Not anybody else, ourselves only. Get rid of that. With the faith of Radha Krishna is sitting in the name, and with our love mixing to that nectar, we'll experience the divine bliss of Radha Krishna. Priceless gem. Why? Because Radha Rani is sitting in the name Radhe. Shri Krishna is sitting in the name Krishna. It is all name. There is no greater gem, priceless gem than Radha Krishna. The name. Shri Ramol Anmol Radhe Radhe Govinda Shri Ramol separation which gives the pain, vedana. You get the pain of separation. So that's the most beautiful thing. The heart purifies even faster when we burn in the pain of separation for beloved. Radha Krishna. Hey, Viraha Vedana, Radhe Govinda. Hey, Viraha Vedana. cry for Radha Krishna, cry for Guru. Shed tears of selfless love. The price of darkness, the pain of divine love by shedding tears. Selfless love, the heart will become purified. Then Guru will bless us with that divine love of Radha Krishna. Gift to us, His greatest kripa, His name, that He's sitting in the name, Radha Rani sitting in the name. Take it again and again, all the time, every moment, 24 hours, heart ho yam, every moment. Take the name of Radha Krishna. Hey! कृष्ण भगवान की जय। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे।
So one of you will do some chanting.